When I was younger, I was bullied a lot for how I looked because I didn't fit the beauty standards that people expected from me. After many years of struggle and depression, I finally went to therapy, and that helped me a lot. I'm still in therapy after many years, but with baby steps and lots of kind people around me, I started to feel better.
Welcome to the Essence Podcast, your guide way to explore the colourful spectrum that is the human experience and beauty. My name is Alicia. I'm your host. I'm a presenter and an actress. I love all things self-expression, bright colours, beauty, makeup, everything. And today's episode is really important and it appeals to everybody on this planet because it's mental health. Today we delve into the intricate and often overlooked connection between mental health and beauty. In a world where appearances can be deceiving, how does our perception of beauty impact our mental well-being? And conversely, how does our mental health influence our perceptions and our expressions of beauty? Join us as we unravel the ties between the mirror and the mind. So let me introduce you to the guest of today's episode. It is the wonderful, it is the very, very pink Amanda van Effrink. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, Alicia. Thank you so much for having me.
No, you're so welcome. I'm so excited to speak to you, and you've just got an amazing setup. I love the pink.
Yeah, it's all pink. My whole house is pink. My life is pink. So yeah.
I've got to see pictures. So Amanda, can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda. I call myself Glitzy Girl. I am a pink influencer. I'm a fashion stylist, an artist, and I always dress in glitter, pink, and colorful, bright looks. My platform, Glitzy Girl, is all about celebrate your own uniqueness. The journey to truly loving yourself isn't easy, but I hope I can inspire people to love themselves more through my life story and experience.
So first of all, Amanda, would you mind sharing, has your own perception of beauty ever influenced your mental health?
Well, it's quite a story. It's quite a heavy, very, very personal story. But I really like to share it because I think it has a really important message. My perception of beauty has really affected my health over the years. When I was younger, I was bullied a lot for how I looked because I didn't fit the beauty standards that people expected from me. What they called me, for example, it sounds really silly, but they called me fat cookie. And they said that every breath I took made me fatter. So I felt really ashamed. I really started to hate myself and my body. I thought there was something wrong with me. And I had very, very dark thoughts. Instead of finding healthy ways to deal with these feelings, I ended up with an eating disorder, anxiety, self-hate, depression, no respect for my body, a burnout, addiction, toxic people around me, no self-confidence. It's really hard for me to talk about this.
Yeah, you're doing really well though. And I can tell that must have been terrible for you as well. So take your time,
Yeah. I have lots of therapy because of all these traumatic events. So I am in my healing process now. So it's also for me very, very healing to talk about this. But like I was saying, I didn't know how to have a healthy lifestyle. So that's why I ended up with that eating disorder. And later I was beaten up on the streets just because of how I looked. I ended up in the hospital. And I really felt like that I was a failure. But it didn't keep me from wearing outfits that I liked. I kept on sparkling, I kept on shining, but inside my mindset got darker and darker. And I tried to hide that for people. When I went outside, I put on my smiley face and my happy face. After many years of struggle and depression, I finally went to therapy, and that helped me a lot. I'm still in therapy after many years, but with baby steps and lots of kind people around me. I started to feel better. Learning to love myself and my body is really hard. And I still find it very difficult. But like I was saying, baby steps. I started to see beauty when I looked in the mirror. Instead of all the things I hate about myself, I started to say the things I like about myself. I started to work out. I started to eat healthy. I started to understand the kind of nutrition my body needs. I started my healing process, trying to see light and love. And it gave me a more positive mindset. And I think with a positive mindset, you can start to embrace yourself, love yourself more. You finally start seeing your qualities, your talents, and you start highlighting that. And well, years ago, I would never, ever go outside without makeup. And at this point, I'm like, I don't care anymore. I feel so much more confident. I feel happy. I feel better in my skin. So that it changed so much. It's like it's insane how much that's changed in the past years, thanks to therapy and talking to people I trust, and lots of practice with gratitude and self-love. And yeah.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you so much, Amanda, for sharing that. Like, you've obviously been through a lot, and just thank you for sharing and continuing to share as well as we talk about mental health and beauty. But you're so right. Like, you are in such a good place now, visibly. And I think you're such an inspiration as well. Like, even how, like, when we first started talking, I said how your whole look and the pink is so beautiful. Like, I think you should be really proud of yourself. So well done for that.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It's a hard process. It's a long journey, but I think it's really important to tell about therapy, that it really, really works.
Yes.
And that it's really important that that it's okay to look for professional help. For example, years ago, I would never go outside without makeup. And I carried a hair straightener with me because I want my hair to be straight. And I was afraid that my hair would look weird if I walked or did a workout. Wow. Yeah. But now I don't care anymore. I can just fully be myself right now. And that's all because of therapy. And yeah,
it's definitely okay to ask for help. And it's okay to admit that you need help as well. So yeah, it's a very good message that hopefully everyone listening and watching will also relate to as well. So Amanda, in what ways do you think the beauty industry can contribute positively to the conversation around mental health?
Well, the beauty industry can help with mental health in lots of ways. I have a few examples that I want to share. For example, showing all kinds of beauty. I think we're already working on that in a very good way, but I hope the beauty industry keeps on showing all shapes, sizes, colors, ages, so that the beauty industry can help everyone feel good about themselves. Because when I was young, I didn't have that example. I only saw size 0 models,
exactly.
tanned and flawless. Like Barbie, Paris Hilton, the Olsen twins. Those were the icons I looked up to. And another thing I would like to share is I think the beauty industry could be more transparent about using real photos and be honest when they use edited photos.
Yes, good point.
Yeah, I think it can help to feel less pressure to look perfect and to show to a young audience that not everyone is perfect and that that the photos are edited or filtered or with Photoshop. So yeah, I think that's also really important.
Yes, absolutely. So you've touched on it there, how you said how on social media and when they're posting photos, you never really know if it's real or if it's been edited. What role do you think social media has on people's perspective of beauty and mental health as well?
A really, really big role, of course, because social media it's all about social media. the popular trends. They're popping up every second. It's all about trends these days. When we see certain looks or styles that getting lots of likes and shares, we might feel like we should look the same way to be liked. So it's a lot about comparing. I think that's a big issue because seeing so many images of beautiful, perfect, air quoted, perfect people can make us compare ourselves to them. And this can make us feel bad about how we look if we don't match to what we see online. I think that's why practicing gratitude is so important. From my experience, I do that every day. During my journal session, I end with gratitude. I write down at least 3 things I'm grateful for that day. Because when your brain is occupied with being grateful, it doesn't have room for being ungrateful, anxious, unhappy. And that's why it's so good for your mind to practice gratitude.
I love that. That's such a good way of thinking. I do something similar. I always think of 2 things that have been really good about the day, and then 1 thing that I want to do tomorrow to make it good as well. It just puts you in a good headspace to go forwards. And if you've had a bad day, then it kind of forces you to think, well, what has been good? So it's not all bad then as well. So yeah, positive thinking, it's so important. So what advice do you have for young people that might be struggling with their self-image in the context of the beauty standards that are portrayed to them? So we said about social media and trends and everything like that. What would you advise them to do?
If young people are struggling with self-image, first of all, it will get better and every difficult feeling will pass. I think that's really, it's hard to believe when you're in the middle of those feelings because I've been there too. So I speak from experience. When you struggle with your self-image, anxiety, depression, or anything else, please look for professional help. It's an investment in yourself and your future you will thank you for that. What's really important as well, I think focus on your own unique talents and qualities. Focus on what makes you special and what you're good at, rather than just how you look. Develop your skills, learn new things, read books, step outside of your comfort zone, say yes to life, say yes to opportunity, instead of comparing ourselves through screens. And also follow positive social media accounts. Detox your timeline. Anything that's harmful, trigger, delete or unfollow. Choose to follow accounts that promote and support body positivity, self-love, mental health. Look for influencers who show real pictures and talk about their own struggles.
And like you said about reaching out and getting help, I think it's also important, if you can't, say, maybe afford professional help or you aren't able to access that, even just talking to somebody that you trust and just offloading it can be so helpful just to get it out of your brain and just share the load with somebody else, basically. Yeah. But you're totally right in what you've just said.
I totally agree on that one as well, because I kept everything for myself.
Yeah.
And that led to PTSD. And that leads to depression, anxiety, panic attacks. So sharing is really caring and feeling is healing.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes.
So it can help you feel less alone to talk to someone you trust.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So looking forward, Amanda, what changes or initiatives would you like to see within the beauty industry to support mental health awareness and wellness?
Looking forward, there are several changes I would like to see within the beauty industry. Because when I was young, I didn't have great examples. So I think we can do better now. For example, educational content, providing educational resources about self-care, mental wellness, healthy lifestyles, because I had no idea how to eat healthy, what kind of workouts I should do. I wish I learned more about this on an earlier age. So I think the educational
more than just makeup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really the beauty from within and also positive messaging. Using positive and empowering messages can help everyone to have a healthier mindset. I always post an affirmation on my channels every morning to start the day with good energy.
As a prominent influencer on Instagram, how do you manage the pressures to maintain certain beauty standards while also prioritizing your mental health?
The most important part of the day is my morning routine, because that includes my meditation, my journaling, my gratitude practice, my skincare routine, my makeup routine, my hair routine, put on a cute outfit.
Yeah. So would you say that your routines are very important to your mental health and your well-being?
Yes, a routine, and also affirmations. I have my own empowerment playlist that I created for myself. I put it on every morning with really inspiring lyrics.
So, Amanda, are there any specific beauty campaigns or movements that you believe have successfully addressed mental health issues? And if so, what do you think has made them effective?
I think Essence does a really great job, because I still remember the Pink and Proud campaign from a few years ago. That was about awareness, bullying awareness, and it really got to me because I am bullied a lot. So I think that whole awareness campaign with the hashtag and everything is really powerful. I also really love what Fenty does. For example, with the whole range of foundation shades.
Yeah.
There in the collection, so it matches for every skin tone. And I also really like the movements on social media with certain hashtags. For example, the body positivity hashtag, mental health day. And I think it's really effective because it pushes other brands to go with it and to amplify that to their campaigns and advertisements and everything.
How do you think cultural differences in beauty standards can impact mental health across various communities?
I think the pressure to fit in. Different cultures have their own ideas of what beauty looks like, and that can be really hard because all around the world there are different standards, and on social media we're worldwide, so that can be hard. But there's also a positive side, I think, because celebrating your cultural beauty standards can also make you feel empowered, because together you feel strong. And you create a movement.
So, what strategies do you recommend for people to maintain their mental health while navigating the pressures of a societal beauty expectation?
Well, I think the most important message, the key message for everything is celebrate your uniqueness. Don't try to fit in, dare to stand out, be kind to yourself, treat yourself like you treat yourself with the same understanding you would offer a friend, and be your own bestie. I think that's the most important.
I love that. Be your own bestie. That's so cute because you should treat people how you'd want them to treat you. And yeah, that's so nice. Be your own bestie. So do you have any last words, Amanda, that you want to share with our audience? Like anything, just what is the main message you want to send?
Yeah, I think I already said that in the last question about the uniqueness part, that it's really important to celebrate your own beauty. If you struggle with self-image, please talk about it with someone you trust, or search for professional help. And don't be afraid to show sparkles, glitter, pink, dare to stand out. And I think the world would be so much better if everyone embraces themselves and love themselves more.
I completely agree. It's been so nice talking to you, Amanda. You've shared some really insightful and powerful things as well. And thank you for opening up about your own personal struggles, but also recognizing how you've got through them and that you're still on a journey. Like, no one's perfect. No one's like at their top point yet. Like, everyone's going through something different. And yeah, it's just been lovely to speak to you. So thank you so much. And I hope you've enjoyed speaking to us as well.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I think it's such an important message, what I want to share. And well, thank you so much for everything.
You're so welcome. And thank you everybody for listening as well and watching. I hope you've taken something from this. Be your own bestie. Wear that pink shirt that's in your wardrobe, like brighten up the world. And make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can see the other episodes. They've all got a fantastic message in them. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.